Alright, what's going on, everybody? So today we were up here helping my dad hook up his new hitch to his fifth wheel and his new truck. He's got a 2021 Super Duty trimmer with 6.7 in it, 10 speed. It's a pretty sweet truck. I'd like to upgrade mine sometime. But we're here to answer the age-old question of short bed trucks being able to pull fifth wheels. Now, it can be done, but you need a slider hitch. Well, my dad is getting older and he does not want to lift the slider hitch in and out. So we did a bunch of research, and the reason why he didn't, there's two reasons why he went a short bed and plus he needed a slider hitch. Was the short bed, he couldn't have an 8-foot bed because it wouldn't fit in his garage. His garage is over there and he parks his truck in there every night. And he didn't want a slider hitch because those things are freaking heavy. I got a fifth wheel in my truck and that thing is an absolute lug. So we did a bunch of research and we found the Anderson hitch. And what it does is it pulls it up and converts it to a gooseneck. And then you put that red adapter and you lock it onto your kingpin, and this acts as your fifth wheel. But it's not a fifth wheel, it is a gooseneck. In there's a ball, and that is the hitch. But sorry about that, my camera died. But so this thing has, you can be 3 inches off because it is coned underneath, and it's really easy to hook up. We just hooked it up. And the big age-old question is the turning radius. Now, if we kept going, and we're gonna do some tests here, we just did this first test, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna answer this age-old question because there is hardly any research about it, and people don't think you can do this. Well, let me shut his door here. His truck is turned almost completely sideways. And we could go more, but I just told him to stop. But this truck could probably go completely sideways. So now what we're gonna do is we need to make sure the tongue of the trailer don't hit the bed at these angles when the camper's on a lean. So we'll go see what we see. All good clearance. Which right now we're on pretty level ground, and we are going to come over here. I know camera won't do it justice, but it does slope off pretty good. So we're going to get the camper and the truck on a bind and see what it does there. But dang, ain't that a sharp truck? I absolutely love that collar. So we are gonna go put this thing on a bind and turn and see where we can actually turn. You're still not on you're still pretty level. Let's see how this thing does. Probably getting pretty close to your kiln. Oh, you're good. You got 20 foot or so.
How's it clear?
You got all kinds of room. Basically what we're doing here is we're just trying to see what kind of angles we can get this thing on before it will be anything to concern. But as of right now, it don't seem like it will be any problem at all. Alright, so pretty good little hill. He's just gonna flip around and see what it does. So this should be getting the camper on a pretty good bind. Still all kinds of room. And see, she's getting pretty low over there, but it's gonna clear the bed. Hold on one second. So let's look at this real quick. See, you got all kinds of room. Keep going, you're doing good.
Good?
Yeah. See, it's clearing really well. And see, he is on a hill and he is cut pretty sharp and the camper's leaning that way. I'm convinced you can almost turn the truck completely sideways with the camper on a... That's probably no more in a bind than you should really ever put a camper on right there. Alright, so we're going to put him on a little bit of a test. We put a box there, and we're going to do a blind side back. So, we'll add a little fun to it. A little harder to go on your blind spot. And plus there's hill here, so it's going to bind everything up. I know this ain't usual realm to my videos and stuff, but alright, so we're doing that. Sorry, I was giving him some pointers. He's pulled trailers all his life, but he don't have much fifth wheel experience, and I got a bunch of semi experience and stuff, so giving him some advice, because his campsite that he pulls this thing in and out of all the time is pretty hard spot actually to back in. So, but I mean, he's fully locked and chasing the trailer around now, but it's doing really good. And the trailer's going downhill on one side. You can see the Anderson hitch. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident that you can spin these trucks unless you're on a crazy bind that you really probably shouldn't be on. But if you're doing local pulling and you're not getting off the road and you're not out like West and Utah and stuff going to those parks, I don't know what those parks look like, but I know everything on the East Coast is pretty flat. We live in the Hocking Hills, and we're in pretty much hill country, and all the campsites around there are pretty hilly. I mean, we're real hilly down where we live, so for as much tilt and lean as he would ever need, I think he'd be just fine, and I am almost for sure he can put the truck completely sideways. So before we unhook this and we wrap this video up, I am going to put it on level ground, and I'm going to put this truck completely sideways because I'm almost confident it will do that. Alright, so we're going to see how far locked we can go. Keep coming. You're doing good. Keep coming. You're doing good. Whoa. You could still go, but I'd say we'll call that good.
But see, now that's what's the difference.
That's almost a 90.
Almost. That's like what, 85?
Yeah, I was almost 85. There it is. It is almost completely turned. If this wasn't a brand new truck, I'd tell him to keep going, but I don't want new glass in the brand new truck in case something would happen. But you still got, my hand can get in there. You're clear on your bed rail. Now, one thing on this Anderson, if you can see right below the red hookup, there is adjustment heights on the ball, and the ball is set up as high as it can go. The fifth wheel where it hooks to the camper is adjusted as well. It's adjusted as low as it can go. So really you could make your camper go higher, but this thing sets a little front high, which it's nothing to be concerned about. If you go back into my gooseneck to convert to fifth wheel, that's really high. This is not high. If my gooseneck set this high, we'd be good. But yeah, so we answered the age-old question today. This does work. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one.